Yo, finally, without further ado, we have the newest version of Arcus Chroma. This game is so much fun. We gotta get in there with some Nosferatu. So we're going from a no-jumping, martial arts-inspired fighting game to a no-jumping, anime-inspired fighting game. And how do you have an air dasher without air dashing, is my question, right? I think this is the question that a lot of people ask when they come across this game. And man, it does all of the anime fighting things. So you have your chain combos, the light, medium, and heavy. You have direct, and you have your special moves, which this is a bit of an approachable fighter, right? This is what we were talking about early on. So quarter circle forward, quarter circle back for your special attacks on A and B, and then on C they work as supers. So you have a level 2 and a level 1 super. All very well and good, right? And then you have your bursts. Because, you know, what's an anime fighter without the ability to burst? And you definitely need it for some of the combos in this game. But really, honestly, so much of this game comes down to the mix, I feel. I feel that's where a lot of people are going to get their fun out of this game. So because you have no jumping, you have a D button, which is a dedicated dodge. You have a spot dodge, and a forward and back, which will manipulate yourself around your opponents, right? Now, I feel this is the kind of game that has, I don't know, man, it has a lot of systems. I think this is part of the anime inspiration, right? We talk about your chain combos. There's also the ability to relaunch, obviously, though there's no dedicated launchers. One of the other potential limiters in the game is loop prevention, right? So you can't just loop the same attacks over and over again. You actually have to burst to reset your ability to use those things. So you can do things like dash cancel as well, right? So off of my heavy here, I can just double tap forward and dash cancel forward. But you can only do that once in a combo. These are like all of the different pieces. So I was talking earlier on about one of my favorite things in fighting games, right? Is when you're actually spending that time learning about the systems and you start realizing, and it dawns on you how all those systems start interconnecting. And when you see the chain system in Arcus Chroma, how it connects with the dash cancel, how it connects with the burst system, which can reset some of the buttons you can use, you start realizing that the space for creating combos is quite huge. So when you start building your combos out, how do you choose to do them, right? So you get 2 pickups, right? You get an OTG off of the knee there, which is nice. But Nosferatu, his AAB doesn't connect. AA crouch B does. And then you can go AA crouch B into stand B. And you can see, since I've used my crouching, normally I can connect, right? Crouch light punch into crouch medium, crouch light into crouch medium, which is this knee, the upper knee. But if I've already used that in a combo, I'm not able to chain into it again. So, right? Normally I can do my crouch into this, but it doesn't connect. So I have to find a different, route to get back to that. Basically, like, I'm at the point with the game where, I mean, I appreciate Arcus Chroma and some of its approachability, and part of the ways you can do that is just the way the chain system works and the way the mix-up works in the game. You can, like, just kind of press some buttons and do stuff and then dash around and get stuff that looks really impressive and not have to necessarily optimize like a ton of it. But there's so much space for optimization. And so I'm at the point where I'm kind of like, okay, how do the systems work in their finer points in order to be able to figure out what's the best way to optimize things? So one question I actually have is how do the OTGs work in particular? Is it just if the hitbox and hurtbox intersect, the button will OTG, but you only get 1 per combo? And then as a follow-up, do bursts reset that like they reset your normal usage restriction within combos, right? So you can't just keep looping the same things over and over, but burst resets that. Does it also reset like the dash cancel? Does it also reset those kind of things? So yeah, for the potential limiters, right? I can grab them with this. I can go back into light. but I can't keep doing it, right? So if I do quarter circle back light, quarter circle forward light, I get back light, forward light, I don't get another back light. So I believe that's similar to Skullgirls and how it limits its loops. Okay, any move can OTG pick up as long as the hitbox is low enough. That's good to know, okay? I wasn't sure if moves were specifically tagged or if that was a possibility, so that's good to know. Yo, that already does 920 damage? Holy crap. Okay, that's big damage too, man. Okay, and so this is my question. Now, how much does damage scaling hurt your combo damage? Sometimes I feel like it's worth it just to do like medium, heavy, as opposed to doing, you know, what you can do light, crouch light with some characters, right? Into like medium, right? But you can do all of this. Or you can just be like heavy, medium. It all depends on the move that you started with. Damage in this game is a little funny. Okay. And so is it more scaling for lower strength starters? Yes, if you were to do the same combo and start with the light, then the damage is already way different. But truth be told, Nosferatu has high damage. I get that sense that he's kind of a high damage character, right? I haven't even gotten into connecting any of this into special attacks. Oh man, okay, yeah, I'm at 1k before I basically when I get into my first special. I need to not use the heavy one because that side swaps. Okay, and the B version goes into 3B. Son of a... You give people too much power, GrainSon. You realize this. Okay, and this is what I was talking about, right? Like, power feels good. It does, it really does. This is the stuff, like when you start realizing how all the systems intersect, right? And then you say to yourself, crap, I'm getting lost in the thought bubble of how do I optimize this, let alone how does it actually feel on your hands, and how practical is it to do and match, right? Oh boy. Okay. I come on, focus, Mike. No, wrong. Yeah, okay. Because that's right. Oh shit, that's so good. There's so many parts to this combo though. Okay. Charge 2C, you would say. Oh, yes, I guess that's true, right? Okay, so what is... I'm always curious about this, actually. I'd wonder, what is your design decision behind making chargeable moves like that? Is your intention to be able to basically have someone set it up in a combo to be able to allow it to connect? Or is it really like, you want the game to be, have I messed with your head enough that you're so scared to push a button that you will allow me to do this, right? It's like... Is it both? Is it one or the other? Like, I'm always curious what the design decisions behind this kind of move is. Okay, so Charge 2C has 1 hit of armor and is a command grab. Okay, so yeah, right? That's actually, if you play them into a knockdown situation, you might maybe get a charge if they're worried about... Is there any way to cancel it before... Because, like, you can't cancel it into super before, because you're holding down the button. Interesting. The non-charged version is a hit grab overhead. Okay, so that's actually... You can really play with that. Okay. And your design idea behind stuff like this is just knowledge checking, mostly, to be honest. Because a lot of the characters have multiple options to beat things, but it's choosing the right option and reacting fast enough that makes it difficult. Okay, interesting. Dude, I love how this game lets me make up my own combos, and they actually feel meaningful. This is one of the things about Marvel 3 that I really enjoyed. I loved spending time in the lab in Marvel 3 just so I could optimize combos. And my like Hagar combos are so stupid and different from everyone else's Hagar combos. And they might not be the most optimal, but they're pretty damn good and they feel amazing to me and reliable to me. And like the game allows me to do that, right? Right, I could just do that right into it. Okay, let me try that instead. What came out? That was my stand medium. Okay. Though to be honest, dodge beats a lot of things, but what makes it funny is that in this game, it's actually super strong to just stand a little outside of the corner to be able to catch any panic rolls out of the corner. That is a really cool interaction, right? And I mean, it is. I think this is the thing, is if you're gonna have a game that has no jumping, which is something that a lot of players just instinctively want to do. You want to be in the air to get your big jump in and stuff like that. It can provide you a lot of advantage, especially if you have air options. Now you don't have that, but you have this really strong roll dodge mechanic. Then it becoming the interplay of how do you counter, right? It's the whole thing where a lot of anime games, like, I wouldn't say they revolve around it necessarily, but a big component of them is baiting bursts. Because burst is this super strong stop you right in your tracks mechanic, so you build this around it. So if your dodges are super strong stop you in your tracks, I can get out of here, then the game of I just got to do this, right? It's like suddenly, sure, you're gonna get away, sure, you're gonna eat 1k, is like super fun, right? Like I really like that. Okay, let me just get this combo finished, all right? We got something decent going here. Ah, no! I'm missing parts of the combo now. Okay, that's fine, it's fine. 3C, 2C, 3C, 2B. There you go. Okay, 1.4k for one bar. I am sure that builds enough meter on its own, right? I'd hope so. When you do 214 in the corner, try using the B version. Oh. So you can use the A version after the turnaround. We still got him, yeah. If I can get another loop of that into Super, that would be ideal, right? That would probably push me to 1.5. I think that might be it. Yeah, after the long range orb grab, use level 2. Yeah. Oh. What do I have to do? Do I have to go right back into the orb at that point? Okay, no, am I missing something here? I don't think I've limited myself out of using the specials, have I? Oh, okay. Yeah, faster input off of the 5B. That has to be it. They might be too low? Okay, I actually can if I don't go into the 5B then. When you switch sides, could I do the 236A version? Okay. Because that's funny. That I swear I'm using A. Yeah, but the A usually doesn't turn around, but it seems to be, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm imagining something. Oh, I was slow on it. All right. Oh, I'm so close. I can taste it. Oh my god. Because I'm not even sure what the good follow-up would be off of that, right? Like, I'm thinking just a final orb into super. Realistically, I guess it would be orb into burst. Or, I guess, no, orb into super and then burst, right? So, man, maybe check my inputs here, because I swear I'm doing the A button, right? I just don't know if I'm double tapping or not. Right? So that's the A version, and it's flipping me back. Right? Yeah, okay. It's not just me. I'm like, sure, no, it's possible that I was double tapping or like rolling my fingers and hitting A, B, and then the B was coming out. But like, I'm pretty sure that input was, yeah. It's the A version's coming out, but it's doing the side swap like the B version. Okay, but 14-17 damage for the burst point? That's pretty good. Yeah, right? It's a little just confused. Yeah, like why would the game do this? It's very clearly not the button that I'm pressing. Yeah, you end it with the level 2 super after the B version. Yeah. That's damn good, man. Oh, God, I just gotta get better at the pickup. Okay, here we go. Ah, shit. Oh my God, okay, I might not be able to get another OTG with the 3C. I don't think it's working. 2B, 8B? Okay, this is gonna sound really funny. I didn't know that was a move that he had. In a game without jumping, I didn't think to check for up moves. I feel really dumb about that. 8B is a universal overhead for all characters. I feel like I should have figured this out by now. Only move that goes over projectiles, too. Okay, friends, kids, this is lesson learned. This is cool, but where's the zoning? Well, oh, that's a good question. Where is the zoning, friends? Here's what I'll do. I will go and play a little bit against the CPU.